As the saying goes, it may be better to look good than it is to feel good, but according to our next guest, image consultant Kimberly Law, you can look good and feel good at the same time just by altering the way you dress. Good morning and welcome.
Thank you.
Sounds intriguing. What do you mean by that? Like just putting on different types of outfits in terms of sizes? Because some people would think, well, if I want to look thinner, I just put on a big bulky sweater. That's not the case, is it?
No, it isn't. The best way to look thinner is by working with the principles of line, design, and color in order to create better proportion and balance.
Okay. Now, personality has a big role in this too. Explain that.
Well, personality does play a big role because some people have very vibrant personalities and other people have more subdued personalities, I guess.
Yeah.
So in order to look thinner, you do have to take that into consideration when looking at the frame and the size of the body and the bone structure of the body as well.
Okay. So specifically what then? If you're give me an example of how you would alter your personality to sort of help the way you look and come across.
It's not so much altering the personality, it's more altering the accessories and the clothing that you wear in order to work with your personality.
Okay. And you were saying bone structure obviously factors into it.
It does.
Is there anything you can do in particular to help yourself out? If you're predisposed to be a certain size, a certain weight, what would you do there?
Well, it is more to do with bone structure than the actual size of the body.
Right.
So taking bone structure into consideration, what you would do is if you have a larger bone structure, you would need to wear larger patterns and clothing with larger details and accessories also with larger details. Whereas if you're a smaller person, you would do the exact opposite and wear clothing styles, patterns with smaller details.
Well, let's illustrate what you've been talking about. Let's fire up our fashion music and begin with our first model, Elizabeth.
Okay. This is Elizabeth, and what we decided to do, she has a very, very active lifestyle, so what we decided to do was to put her in a more casual outfit. And one line that actually makes you look thinner is by creating a vertical line. Vertical line? Yes. Okay. So what we did is we wanted to go with more of a monochromatic look rather than a solid vertical line with her. Okay. So we used the gray corduroy pants with the gray turtleneck sweater, and we added the navy vest. Vests are very, very popular this fall. Oh, cool. That's very nice. Yeah. So what we did is we chose this particular vest because the line doesn't cut her at her worst area. Okay. She does have a higher hip, so what we wanted to do is not have the horizontal line at the widest part of her hip. Do you want to show the contrast with this outfit? Yeah. Yeah. First of all, we tried this particular vest. Right. But as you can see, it's a shorter vest, and it cuts her higher on the hip area. Okay. And because of the color and the horizontal line, it actually made her look wider rather than slimmer. Okay, fair enough. Well, thank you, Elizabeth. Nice job. All right. And our next model is Ruby. Okay, this is Ruby, and she has a much curvier body shape. Okay. What we wanted to do with her was put her in more of a corporate look. Right. And there are several ways that you can create line, and one line that really does make you look slimmer is what we call a Y line. And as you can see with the buttons, the way the buttons go up towards her face, and the collar, it creates a Y line, which actually creates a slimmer look. Right. And it draws the eye towards the face. Oh, okay. We chose the ivory blouse because color is another concept that comes into looking thinner. Lighter colors bring out and make somebody look bigger, whereas darker colors make you look thinner. So what we wanted to do is accentuate the face and draw the eye towards the face. So we used the ivory blouse in order to do that. Very nice. Thank you very much for doing that. Appreciate it. Okay. Now, you want to talk about your look as well? Yeah. Okay. You can step out. You can step out into our own runway, if you will. Okay. Well, with myself, I am a petite. I'm only 5'4" tall. Right. And in order for a petite person to look taller and slimmer, it's really important to go again with the concept of line and dark and light colors. Okay. So what I decided to do with myself was go for a solid color outfit, and I've used the brass buttons on this particular outfit to draw the eye up towards my face, and also the V shape as well to accentuate my face. Cool. The idea when you're short is you want to draw the eye upwards, so that is the concept that I worked with for myself. Well, as is required of all our models, you have to do a little bit of a spin. Oh, okay. It's your spin. All right, we'll bring the other models out as well. And just tell us who you're working with these days as an image consultant. I am currently working on contract with the Bay Downtown.
Okay, and that's where these fashions are from?
The fashions are all from the Bay Downtown,
okay.
And our models are actually with New Image Modeling and Acting School.
Wonderful. Thank you for joining us.
Okay.
We're going to take a quick break and be right back with more VTV Breakfast. Thank you, Elizabeth. Appreciate it. Really nice event.